Now to a Target 12 consumer investigation, Medicaid protection.
1 in 3 Rhode Islanders will have to re-enroll in Medicaid, and thousands of people are likely to be kicked off, all while the state tries to staff their call centers to handle the volume of people who may need help.
Target 12 consumer investigator Sarah Granelli has more.
State officials have repeatedly said 25,000 to 30,000 Rhode Islanders will lose Medicaid through this process. Now they're acknowledging it could be much more. The state of Rhode Island has begun a major undertaking of re-enrolling more than 350,000 people on Medicaid beginning this month.
The goal is to really keep everyone insured, and whether it's through Medicaid or through our choices in HealthSource Rhode Island.
We sat down with the head of 3 state agencies working together to oversee the year-long process, including the Department of Human Services that is already facing challenges with caller wait times. Are you concerned that there is an hour-long wait time?
It's not something that we're proud of. We are going through lots of different process changes to tackle that.
The department's goal is to have a 30-minute wait time. They're not meeting that. Here's a look at the various wait times the department has seen since July, where wait times were 1 hour and 15 minutes long. Those improved beginning in November, but have stayed the same since. The department's goal, 30 minutes. Kim Brito, DHS director, says she doesn't think the influx of tens of thousands of people getting re-enrolled each month will cause much of a problem.
We expect the wait time to stay around the same number. We don't expect that each person will call. A lot of the caseload that is up for renewal each month, a lot of them will be passive and won't have questions.
Brito says the agency has been working to add more staff. State Senator Louis DePalma says the state's math doesn't make sense, and he's worried officials aren't prepared.
As you indicated, an hour wait time, it doesn't add up. The facts and data say we should have our hair on fire.
The concerns are shared by the union representing DHS workers.
So what you're talking about is a tsunami of recertifications coming at the staff, and people are leaving almost as quickly as they're onboarding individuals. And you would ask, why is that? And that is because it is a very tough and difficult and pressurized environment to work in.
State officials estimate 25,000 to 30,000 people will lose Medicaid coverage, about 8% of everyone on the program. But federal regulators estimate nationwide that rate will be closer to 17%. And Kristen Souza, director of the Medicaid program, acknowledged Rhode Island may ultimately see a similar trend.
We don't really know what will happen. We anticipate that folks have gained employment and gained other insurance, and some will remain eligible.
If Rhode Island is following the national average, the number of people losing Medicaid coverage will be closer to 60,000. Coming up at 6, what you can do to prepare if you have to re-enroll. With the Target 12 investigators, Sarah Granelli, 12 News.
Now to a Target 12 consumer investigation, Medicaid protection. More than 350,000 people in Rhode Island are currently on Medicaid.
Every one of them has to be recertified for the public insurance beginning this month. Tonight, what you need to know about the process. Roughly a third of Rhode Island's population is on Medicaid, which provides health insurance to poor and disabled Americans. Are you guys worried at all about this process?
It's a massive process that no one in the nation has done in 3 years. Yes, there's anxiety that comes along with that, and our goal is to keep everyone insured, whether it's through Medicaid or other options.
We sat down with state leaders heading up the renewal process, which is expected to affect 16,000 to 20,000 recipients each month over the next year. State officials are bracing for the influx and are clear there could be bumps along the way. To prepare, they're asking recipients to start planning now.
Go into the system or make a phone call to ensure that we have the correct mailing address, the correct email, the correct phone number, so that they can receive the information timely.
About half of 350,000 recipients could be automatically re-enrolled. The other half will have to take some action, and everyone should be on the lookout for notices coming in the mail, including these green and yellow letters, which will indicate what needs to be done.
There is an online option. The customers can go to their customer portal account. They can upload their verifications there. They can also download our mobile application and upload verifications there as well.
For those uncomfortable going online, call the number on the back of your insurance insurance card, stop by the Rhode Island Department of Human Services field offices, or connect with one of their community partner organizations.
We have about 15 navigator agencies all around the state with over 100 certified navigators who can sit down with you and walk you through the process.
For the tens of thousands of Rhode Islanders expected to be kicked off Medicaid as part of the process, Lindsay Lang, a director at Health Source RI, says they can find alternative plans through the state health exchange or file a formal appeal, during which time they will maintain coverage.
Additionally, if you come off of Medicaid, there's a special enrollment period for 60 days that enables you to come through Health Source RI and pick a plan.
DHS call center wait times were over an hour long on average at last check. Some leaders I spoke with say that they expect that fact alone could create a lot of frustration. We have more information on our website, WPRI.com.